right. So, uh, give me uh, give me the pros and cons for the Super Bowl matchup. Let's start with the pros for the Philadelphia Eagles.
If I had to say a pro for the Eagles, basically what you're asking is how do they win this game? You know,
Yeah.
if we could come up with multiple ways. Uh the Eagles wideouts go crazy on their DBs because I think that that's the huge advantage that the Eagles have. And I think that Spags is not stupid. He's going to focus on Saquon. So he's going to make Hurts beat him. And it comes down to A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith, I think. And I think that they're going to ball out like they did last time against the Chiefs. So I don't think they have a disadvantage there. They just have to do all the other stuff right, like get to Mahomes. So I would say that's a pro for the Eagles. A pro for the Chiefs, I said it earlier, do not let Mahomes get pressured. Simple. If Mahomes does not get pressured, they will have success. Just like the last Eagles Super Bowl against them, they didn't allow a sack. They won the game. They, I think, scored 38. Um, so to me, as long as the Chiefs don't allow any sacks, they're okay. And the Eagles, if they want to win this game, they have to help Saquon. And what that means is AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Goddard, and Hurts can't turn it over.
Okay, okay. I would actually say for the Eagles, the pro is that you actually can play similar to the way you played against the Patriots. Play relaxed, take shots, take chances. Maybe you see another Philly shuffle in this game because if they lose to the Chiefs, which even though I think that they're definitely way more talented, nobody's gonna give the Eagles a hard time by losing to the Chiefs. So take your shots, man. Kellen Moore, you're about to leave anyway. Take your shots. Be willing to wild out a little bit in this game and do things that's unpredictable. Do not just turn around and hand the ball off to Saquon Barkley, even though we know what Saquon Barkley brings to the table. I think you take your shots, you have fun with it, be unpredictable, have the Chiefs second guessing themselves, similar to what the Chiefs had Buffalo doing at the end of that game last week. As far as for the Chiefs, to me, just don't turn over the ball. If the Chiefs don't turn over the ball, I think that the Chiefs have a high chance of winning this game. If they turn over that ball, similar to what Box Office said, obviously if you put pressure on Mahomes, he turns the ball over. But if they don't turn the ball over, man, I definitely think that's their pros. They have a great chance of winning the Super Bowl.
All right, pros and cons. Uh I see it like this, man. I think that the Eagles they have to jump on the Chiefs early. They have to jump on the Chiefs early, and I know I'm big on Saquon Barkley, but they're gonna have to score early and often, and have the Chiefs playing from behind, um, which is gonna let them be able to run the ball late with Saquon and just south the game away. And I think that that's a pro that they have a running back that they'll be able they have the wide receivers to strike early and often, and they have the running back to salt the game away. So that's a pro for them. Their offense is a pro. And the pro for Kansas City is they got Patrick Mahomes, bro. They have Patrick Mahomes. They're never out of it. They're going to almost be the favorite in any matchup that they're going into. And he just finds a damn way to win. There's no way that there is no way that no matter what the odds are, you have a chance to win with Patrick Mahomes being your quarterback. And that's the pro, man. That's the pro. You can with the Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes combination. If you're a Kansas City Chief fan, you always feel good about your chances.
Okay. All right. My pro for the Philadelphia Eagles, it's two things. Jalen Hurts gotta be the reason why this team wins. I think Jalen Hurts, he's gonna have to run, take care of the ball like he normally does. You run the ball when it's necessary and throw the ball, man, to the weapons that you have, like Dallas Goedert, uh, with Devontae Smith, AJ Brown. He's gonna have to play big in this game, man. And I think Jalen Hurts, in two Super Bowl appearances already. And I hope he plays good, and I hope he pulls it off. Jalen Hurts always been like a underdog, man. Going into it, even when I was following him in Alabama, because people weren't as high as Hurts going into Alabama, especially Yvonne. People were questioning what type of quarterback Hurts was going to be, and then when Tua took over, people knew that Hurts was on his way out. When he went to Oklahoma, I kind of seen like, okay, see what Jalen Hurts could do. Getting drafted by Philly, people didn't, give him the respect that he deserved. Once he became a starter, he actually showed out. So I want to see Jalen Hurts show out in this game, though, man, and on the biggest stage of the game. He did good the first time they meet, but I just need to see it because people are questioning the throwing game when it comes to Philly. So we'll see. And then the second one is Kellen Moore. I think Kellen Moore is going to have a lot of pressure on him in this game. I know you guys said that he's playing with house money right now, but this is the Super Bowl that we're talking about right now, because he's got to call this game at the end of the day, even though we I'm gonna speak for myself. I think he will be the next New Orleans Saints head coach. I think once this is all said and done, the Saints will finally announce that Kellen Moore is going to New Orleans. Um, but
I'm helping them unpack.
all right, so let's go to the cons in this game for each team.
The cons for
You want me to
these
go
teams.
first, or you got it?
Go ahead.
Okay, the con is this. As much as we just praised those cornerbacks, this is the Super Bowl. The Eagles' con is they got rookie cornerbacks going up against Patrick Mahomes. They got rookie cornerbacks that Patrick Mahomes. You talk about Patrick Mahomes. This is the biggest stage. And then Gardner Johnson. As much as I love Gardner Johnson, see, he does get a bit emotional sometimes. This is not the game to get emotional. But don't get emotional. They have to stay within themselves. They are going up against Patrick Mahomes. To me, that's the con. And I'll even add to this. That's the matchup to me. I want to say the confidence the Chiefs is their playmakers on the outside. I mean, you kind of know what Kelsey's going to do. I mean, in a sense, but that's their con. Who's going to step up at the wide receiver position? Will it be Xavier Worthy, who I said is the X factor? Will an older DeAndre Hopkins make some plays? But that's the con. Can they make enough plays? And on the other side, can the Eagles rookie corners and Gardner Johnson keep his emotions in check to get this job done? I think both of that's the con, and also one of the key matchups in this game, because you got a young group and you got an old group with a young guy in Xavier Worthy, and somebody has to show up in this game. We're going to see what side shows up, but that's both the cons for me.
All right. My con for the for the Eagles, is that the Chiefs have Patrick Mahomes. That's my con. And I like what X said is really parallel to my con, because you got those rookie DBs, man. And he is probably the best quarterback that we've seen in a long time. And to put them out there, he's going to figure them out. He's going to figure them out. He's going to take some shots. And I think if they can just maintain and stay, they're going to give up some passes. Just don't give up too many big ones. Don't give up too many big ones. Just play. If they can just play good, play like they've been playing basically all season. Don't get exposed by Patrick Mahomes. If they get exposed by Patrick Mahomes, this is going to be a long day. long day. But that's the con. The cons for the Chiefs is Jalen Carter, man. I think that he's gonna raise some hell. I think he's gonna raise some hell on the defensive line, man. Like I said, I think Mahomes goes down like twice, 2 to 3 times in this game, and it's gonna be based off the pressure put on by Jalen Carter in that middle. I don't know if he's gonna run into if Jalen is gonna get him, or Jalen's gonna have that pressure and make him roll out in one of those edges, pick him and get him or whatever, or they're gonna send some corner blitzes or something. But I think that Jalen Carter is gonna make a big impact in this game. Last year I told y'all Chase Young would, and he started off the game making a big impact. So this year my impact player is gonna be Jalen Carter, and I think that's gonna be the con for the Chiefs.
Okay. The con for the Chiefs, or sorry, the Eagles, is you're going up against Andy Reid. And Andy Reid just figures it out every time. A great game plan, always figures out a new option to throw to, a new play call to run at the right time. No disrespect to Nick Sirianni, but Andy Reid's one of the GOATs, and he always has them prepared no matter what matchup. So the con is they're going up against Andy Reid. The con for the Chiefs, I think, is if they run out of options throwing the ball and they rely too much on Mahomes. Let's say the Eagles figure it out and they just hold Kelsey down and they have to rely on Xavier Worthy or even the run game, Pacheco and Hunt. If they cannot rely on Mahomes, that's going to be problems. And that's obviously where the Eagles want them. So those are my two cons.
All right. The biggest con for the Philadelphia Eagles is the freaking referees, man. That's what it comes down to. This entire season, we've been blaming the refs. I see memes about the Kansas City Chiefs and the refs. For me, the Philadelphia Eagles can't give the Chiefs or NFL's fans a reason, or people like, like Yvonne and in the sports world out there, that it was because they got help from the refs. Don't put it in the refs' hands. Be them where the refs that don't need to decide this. There's gonna be some plays that's gonna be called, and we're gonna be like, "Oh my god, the refs just gave the Chiefs that play." We're gonna hear it. We're gonna get some plays like that, and it's a Super Bowl. But I do feel like they should let them play, but call the right plays though. At the end of the day, I think that's what it comes down to. I think the con for the
Chiefs.
The Chiefs is it's that defense, man. It's that defense. They cannot give up those big plays to the Eagles wide receivers. I think that's the con for the Kansas City Chiefs. All right, man. I'm gonna do one last topic before we actually give our official Super Bowl predictions. So